There are preachers, there are prophets, and then there's Evangelist Ebuka Obi of Zion Ministry. You've seen him, eyes fixed in the sky, like he's scanning the heavens for a Wi-Fi signal. You've heard him, shouting power like thunder on Red Bull. You've watched him look into someone's palm and suddenly declare their entire family history, phone number, and the kind of soup their grandmother cooked last night. People have asked, what is the secret? Does he have a satellite in the clouds? Is there a spiritual CCTV in people's hands? Is he reading people's palms or downloading PDFs from heaven? Well, today, I will tell you the secret. Not the one he shares in interviews, not what's posted on Facebook. This is the real story, the one the angels whispered and demons tried to delete. Ebuka wasn't always evangelist. Long before Zion Ministry, he was just Chibuike from Anambra, a young boy who spent more time staring at clouds than at cartoons. At age 8, he told his mother, "Mummy, there's an eagle sitting on our roof." She looked, nothing was there. He added, "The eagle is made of fire." From that day, strange things began to happen. He'd touch sick goats and they'd jump like they drank Red Bull. He'd look at your hand and tell you what you dreamt last night, even if you forgot. He told his teacher in primary 4, "Your brother will call from Germany this afternoon." The man laughed until the phone rang at 3:05 p.m. The town called him Prophet Eyes, but he was just a boy who saw things. Now, about the palm reading, it's not what you think. One night, during a teenage vigil, he fell into a deep trance. He saw a being in white standing by a pool of light. The being said, "In every human hand is a scroll. Most eyes see skin, you will see spirit. For you, their palm will be a screen, and I will reveal what is written." He woke up sweating, speaking in tongues, and from that day, when he touched a hand, he saw stories, not like movies, not like dreams, like spiritual files, open, encrypted, but readable. He looked into one woman's hand and saw a river, a crying child, a machete, a wedding dress. He told her, "You had 3 miscarriages, but your next child will live and your marriage will not break." She screamed. It was true. From then on, Evangelist Ebuka became a living decoder. Now, you've seen him during ministration, eyes locked in the clouds, even in a closed church hall. When he looks up, it's not the sky, it's the divine screen, where angels project information in flash visions. He says, "Look at me." But he's actually saying, "Let me synchronize with your heavenly file." So, when you stand before him and he glances into the air like he's watching Netflix, just know he's accessing your divine download. Many ask, why does he shout "power" so loud? Let me tell you the truth. Every time he shouts power, 2 things happen. A demon loses balance somewhere in the village. An angel receives clearance to act. You think it's just noise. No, brethren, it is a spiritual password. One time during ministration he shouted power, and the lights in the entire street blinked. Another time, he shouted it, and a woman in Canada, watching online, stood up from a wheelchair. His voice is not just sound, it's a frequency of divine voltage. But it wasn't always glamorous. At 21, he almost quit. He went to pray for a man who laughed at him and said, "This one, you look like a conductor." Ebuka looked up, but saw nothing. He touched the man's palm, but read nothing. He went home and cried, "Lord, have you left me?" That night he dreamed. He was in a courtroom. Satan stood as a lawyer and said, "This one is becoming dangerous. Take his eyes." But the judge, ancient and glorious, struck the gavel. "No, his eyes are my telescope on earth." From that day, the fire increased. The speed multiplied, and now, Zion Ministry is an embassy of raw revelation. Now let me balance the matter. Evangelist Ebuka's gift is rare, but it didn't start with clouds and lightning. It started with obedience, with prayer, with saying yes to God when no one was watching. The power you see today, the prophetic accuracy, the drama, the voice, the thunder, it's not hype, it's not show, it's hunger that became habit, and habit that became heaven's handle. He tells young people, don't try to copy the shout, copy the sacrifice. Don't just wave hands like me, go to the mountain like I did. God doesn't use drama, he uses depth. So when you next see him look at someone's palm, don't laugh. When he stares into the sky, don't mock. He is reading books that your eyes can't open yet. But you, yes, you listening, you can start today. You may not see visions in palms. You may not hear thunder when you shout, power. But if you obey God, if you walk in holiness, if you stay hungry for his voice, you too will begin to see. Maybe not like Ebuka, maybe not as loud, but your ears will open, your eyes will sharpen, and your life will carry fire. Because the same God who gave him eyes gave you a heart. And when your heart burns, your mouth will speak what heaven is saying. This is the secret. Ebuka Obi is not magic. He is just a man, a project, who stared into the sky and refused to blink until heaven speaks to him. He's a healer. He is Onyenticha. And Onyetichara oburo dogu. Ogama simka endiziong basa ozia.